Good morning, everybody. This is Will from WillsTreasures. We're down at the pouring station today, and we're going to be pouring a Thor's hammer. It's the pattern. A Thor's hammer at a 999 fine silver. Awesome. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start filling up the flask here. The sand is nice and fine. Pack it all in. Make sure you get the corners. I'm sure you guys have seen this part 100 times. And tap it down. Add just a little more on the top. Push her down. Scrape the excess off so you have a nice flat surface. Flip her over and look at that. That's where your pattern's going to go. First we're going to put a little parting powder on there, and you don't want to miss this step because this is going to help your pattern come out of this sand. So I always put a little powder on the piece that I'm putting in there. Get it all nice powdered up. We'll get it centered. Push her down into the sand. Get her down there nice and good. Here we go. Get the other side on there. Now when you put this side on, you want to make sure that you fill your whole flask. Push down in the corners. Put a little more on. Then we're going to tamp it down. That's going to ensure that you get a nice solid pour. You're going to catch all the details. We're going to take it apart. We got a nice impression. This corner, we could put a little piece back in this corner here. There we go, but we have a nice impression there. We're going to take this side out, give it a little tap. And it popped right out. There we go. Very nice, very nice. So we're going to add some vent lines now. All right. So I like them nice and deep. Gives a place for the air and gases to escape. And I just put a very thin little line to connect them to the pattern. So this way your cleanup is so much easier. There you go. That's that right there. There you go. So they're all connected. Pretty sweet. Put it back together. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot to make the sprue. Got to make the sprue. So we're going to pull out a little bit of sand there. Make a nice sprue, get it nice and smooth. Make sure there's no sand in your way. Make sure it goes right into your pattern. Super important. All right, there we go. We got the sprue, we got the vent lines. We're all set to pour. Put her back together. Check to make sure you got a good pouring spot, which we do. We're gonna clamp it up. We're ready to go, my friends. All right, my friends, here we go. Silver's all melted up. I heated up my flask already. Very important. You don't want any steam and explosions. And let's get this pour going. There we go. Filled up the flask real nice. See, we got the smoke coming out the side here out of the vent lines. So that's a good sign. Tells me that the silver got all the way down into the pattern. And we're gonna bust this open live for you. See what we got going here. And you can always tell by the burn if it made it the whole way. And I'll give you a close-up right here. That you can see the vent lines, they worked. Scrape some of this burn sand off. We're looking pretty darn good. Oh yeah. Look at that. Thor's hammer. Get it in there to cool off. Pull it out. It only takes a second to cool off. Now you're going to want to cut off the sprue while it's still a little warm. Get yourself a nice cut. There we go. Got the little extra piece. We'll use that at a different time. I like to store all my little pieces of silver that come off, because every little bit will go back to another pour. All right, broke the sprue lines off. This I'll cut a little closer. Got that piece. Let me brush it off a little bit and we'll get a better look at it. Stick with me for a second. All right, here we go, my friends. Thor's hammer. Pretty cool. All right, guys, this is the Thor's hammer. It's all cleaned up. Really came out nice. It's a good chunky piece. Let's weigh it up for you. Get my scale over here. Set it to troy ounces. Let's see what it weighs. 4.505 ounces. It's a nice chunky piece. Almost 4.5 ounces. Very cool. I made this for somebody. They wanted one, and if anybody's interested in one of these, I could always make more. I make them out of copper. I also make them out of silver. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.